I love great conversations. Hi, my name is Angel Jones. Thank you for joining me on 12-minute convos where I help you create a brand of your own unique, real self. Listen in as I have conversations with amazing people from all over the world. Good night, Anna Scheller. How are you going on this wonderful, beautiful night?
I am doing fabulous. It's lovely here in Texas.
That's wonderful. It's so wonderful to connect with you, my friend, all the way from Trinidad and Tobago. Please do tell us which of your talents is responsible for us connecting.
Well, Angel, at my very heart, I am a teacher. I've wanted to teach pretty much all my life. I enjoy imparting knowledge to people and watching them grow and take that knowledge and make it their own and learn with that knowledge. And so, through my experiences, to earn 3 black belts and through the struggles I've had as a business owner, I saw threads of commonality between my martial arts and my growth as an entrepreneur. So when I studied sales and learned how to build relationships with people using those skills, I it just fit right into my bent to become a teacher. And then so my daughter and I, we started the podcast Black Belt Selling, and you were looking for podcasters, and here we are.
Fascinating, right? Who would have thought
Yeah.
that something so simple would have created so much?
Exactly. It's exciting.
It is exciting. So, all right, so you're the black belt that can beat up me, right? If you needed to.
Only if you threatened me, and I'd still try to find a way out.
Yeah. So who did you learn the skills of? If even if we pass over the black belt, but just there's a skill that you're exercising, which is application, if you would. Like, who did you learn that skill from? How to apply strength?
I've had many good mentors in my life. I I would venture to say, though, that one of the people that's probably taught me the most about strength and applying strength and resilience would be my mother.
Hmm.
Um, she was an Italian immigrant. She grew up in World War II, she lived a life of poverty and had the opportunity to come to the United States by marrying my dad. And my mom was the kind of person that never gave up.
Hmm.
She was hungry for knowledge. She finished her high school education when I was graduating from college, and she was a real example of never stop learning and always apply yourself and always give your very best in whatever you do.
Hmm. Is she still alive?
No, but she's alive in my
Ah,
heart.
there we
But
go. There we go. I
yeah,
love
mom
that.
passed some time ago.
But it's
Yeah.
amazing. It's amazing as well how you are impacting your daughter's life as well, right?
It is. It's fun to see her grow. It's fun that we work together in the podcast, and we also do sales training seminars together. And it's exciting to see her growth. It's also exciting that we learn from each other. So even though I'm her mom and I'm her senior by almost 30 years, um, I still have that learning spirit where I like to listen to what she has to say and learn from her as well, because she's very intelligent.
Hmm. You've been doing this for quite a bit, Anna. Why will you continue to apply strength as needed?
Because I love helping people. I love people. I love to help other people learn the things that I've learned, and I like to see people become confident and independent and use their talents to serve people and to serve the people that they are called to serve.
Hmm.
So that's why I do it. That's my juice, I guess you could say.
Love it. That's my juice. I like that. I like that. I love that. But tell me one other thing that you've done consistently over the last 3 years, please.
Um, I have endeavored to integrate a practice of gratitude into my everyday life. Um, I have found that gratitude, and especially because this week, I'm not sure when this will be published, but this week is Thanksgiving week here in the United States.
Yeah.
And Thanksgiving is not something that well, Americans, we celebrate it once a year, but Thanksgiving is something we should celebrate every day because it gives us power to move forward with our vision because life gets tough and going after our goals is really difficult. And it's so easy to look at what we're not accomplishing
Mm,
or how far we have to go. But if we will stay in gratitude and in thanksgiving, we will understand that where we are is the perfect place for us right now, which will strengthen us to keep moving and moving forward.
love it. Wow, Anna is bringing it tonight, folks. She's bringing it. So, now definitely there must have been a place where you did not feel that way that now has gotten you to the place that you understand that. Like, and I'm saying that based on like being the person that sets huge goals. I usually have to remind myself, hey, be reminded, be encouraged that you have accomplished thus this, at least this
Hmm.
much, right? So tell me, how does it make you feel doing that?
Well, I have to tell you that there was a time in my life where I didn't do that. And I just remember sitting at my desk because I run a business, I run two businesses. And I just sat and I sobbed and I sobbed and I sobbed. And it was the most utterly horrible, despairing feeling I had. And through gratitude, through learning how to focus on the good, really to learn to focus on who God is and what he can do, it really helps me to have power and strength. Even when things don't look good. I mean, some days everything looks great, and then there are other times that things don't look really rosy.
Mm,
And it helps me not only to feel good about what I'm doing, but I can share that beauty and that joy with the people around me, and it lifts other people up. I mean, sometimes they go, "Wow, how can you do that?" And I'm like, "It's just because I'm grateful for what I already have."
mm,
And I know that when you do that, you also get more to be grateful for. But I don't do it to get more. I do it because I have so much now in the present.
mm. If you had to suggest to someone that's listening out there why they should even consider functioning in gratitude, what would you say to them?
Well, it's an interesting question because they've done some studies and they learned that people who are critical and like to complain, their bodies secrete a hormone that actually makes it pleasurable for them to to be unhappy,
Hmm.
to complain. It's interesting. But see, gratitude helps you to be happy. You're going to still feel good, but it's going to be a better kind of feel good because it's going to move you forward. See, complaining doesn't move us forward, but gratitude moves us ahead. It opens wide the opportunities. It opens your eyes to the opportunities that you have that are right in front of you. Whereas when you're complaining, it doesn't. So if you're looking for opportunity, find the joy, find the good things that are in your life right now, and more good things will open to you.
Hmm. Amazing audience. You're hearing it live from Anna Scheller. Again, she is the podcast host of Black Belt Selling, right? Black Belt Selling, and well,
Right?
co-host, right? Her daughter is also the Black Belt Selling podcast. Do check that out. Anna, let's switch gears for a moment. I mean, it's hard to go to the seventh gear, but let's switch gears for a moment. Let me invite you into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water. Anna, what is your earliest childhood memory?
Um, I remember running into my parents' apartment in Knoxville, Tennessee, and hunting for my flip-flops because my younger sister had to be rushed to the hospital because she stepped on a rusty nail and needed to get the nail taken out of her foot.
Wow.
So, yeah, that
Ooh,
was,
ouchie. Yeah. How old do you think you were?
I want to say I was about
Hmm.
3 or 4 years old. I was pretty young.
Why do you think this memory is so clear?
I was scared. I was just scared mom would have to take me to the hospital, and if I had to step on a nail. And I even remember where she was when she stepped on it. It was right outside the door, and I was just petrified that I was going to be the next one. So I was going to make sure I was not the next person
Yeah.
to take to the hospital.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Well, can I offer an interpretation to the thought picture you created in my mind?
Sure.
I love the idea of how necessary it is to be protected in situations in life, and it's like having the proper gear for going forward. Right now, the proper gear in your life is amazingly gratitude. And that in itself creates a protection for so much, right? Your mind, for going forward, for growth, for climbing those steps that may have dangers. And what you're doing by helping others in terms of their preparation, by giving them the gears for selling, which is such of an amazing part, an integral part an intricate part of business. It's just fascinating how the both connect.
Yes, that's really beautiful. I didn't even think about that, but thank you. That blessed me. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. If we fast forward to when you were 12, what was your favorite song?
Live and Let Die by Wings.
Yeah.
Paul
yeah.
McCartney and the Wings.
Love it. Yeah. Live and Let Die, definitely. That connects as well, doesn't it? But let's not go there. All right, let's take it out.
Well, I like the beat of the music, and I like Paul McCartney, and I wasn't a James Bond fan particularly back then, but I am now, so I do enjoy the movies now that I'm more mature, and my husband likes James Bond too.
That is great. Well, I know we've arrived at our destination, but before we get off of this time machine, there's a small declaration form. So it's yes or no, possibly a bit more. We're going to move pretty quickly here. Are you ready, Anna?
I'm ready.
Anna, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
Yes.
Are you married?
Yes.
Do you have children?
I do.
How many?
7.
Wow. Do you believe in God?
Yes, I do.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
I do, yes.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
No.
How about 3 hours a week?
Yes.
What about screen time? The phone and the computer, is it more than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
I would say more than 8. Yeah.
All right. If you, Anna, had to share with us your own unique real statement, a statement that represents who you are, what would you say that is?
I am a disciple of Jesus Christ, and it is my mission to share his love with everyone I meet. Everything I do, everything I am, is part of that mission and gives me great joy.
Love it. Anna Scheller, this was a great pleasure. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
You know, we are always going to run into difficulties in our life, but instead of shrinking from them, let those difficulties teach us and help us fulfill our life's purpose. Embrace the difficulties, be kind to everyone, and know that God loves you.
Hey, if there are nails, you put on the shoes. Despite, you learn the lessons and you move forward. My addition, right? My 2 cents.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Anna, again, great pleasure, my friend. Thank you for being on What is Inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones. Thank you for being on 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones. Stay tuned for more from our advertisers.
Diabetes is a mountain pandemic. It's a disease that's not acute but chronic. Similar to this rhyming method, I have simplified the definition, the signs and symptoms, and the complications of diabetes for both adults and children in my books, Poems for Patients, A Focus on Diabetes, and The ABCs of Diabetes for Children. These books are available on Amazon.com, and for more information, you can visit my website, poemsbyaj.com. That's poemsbyaj.com.